Siya po ay isang Russian philologist and historian, the beautiful Miss Natalya Bronzova. Welcome to Juan Overseas.
Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Congressman, to invite me.
Very interesting the presence of Miss Natalya because we can really say that the friendship and cooperation between Russia and Philippines continues to grow. And you are staying already here in the country. Tell us about your story, Miss Natalya.
This is the reason why I'm staying here, to promote Russian culture here and to help my Filipino friends to go to Russia.
Yeah.
That's why.
And you know that Miss Natalie, just recently, I think that was last year when you showcased your art exhibit. And
last year.
Yeah.
Thank you to patron my exhibition at the Congress, because the Congressman Bertiz was a patron of my exhibition. And I am the first Russian artist who was exhibited at the Congress of the Philippines.
Okay, so I would just like to say, Kong Jan, like Miss Natalya, who is from Russia, decided to stay here in the Philippines. I think this is an example for those Filipinos who are working abroad, choosing to stay abroad. Like Miss Natalya, who loves the culture in the Philippines. What can you say about the culture here in our country?
The culture is a people. I'm staying here because I feel very welcome. I was, whenever I go, I feel loved, appreciated, and very welcome. I love it. And of course, climate, the second reason.
Yeah, of course, climate. You know, the reason why we invited Miss Natalie, because she's also one of the advocates who's fighting for the human trafficking and illegal recruitment and all those Filipino workers that are being lured to Russia. Tell us about this advocacies of yours.
Yes, I would like the many Filipino workers come to Russia to work, but now there is no bilateral agreement yet. We have to work on that, so it will be legal and properly done.
But Russia is very open for Filipinos who would also like to work there in your country.
Russia open, but you have to know language. It's not easy, you know. As I tell you, as philologist of Russian language, it's one of the most difficult language in the world.
Because you mastered Russian language. I mean, you studied
yes, I am.
the language.
But I was born there, you know.
It's hard, but it can be learned by those who wish to be employed there in Russia. You are organizing a Russian ball?
Yes, this year we first organized a Russian ball to promote Russian culture, to show the Russian way, you know, and I also award outstanding Filipinos, a Russian ambassador given award made by me because I'm also a sculptor. I do bronze sculptures.
One very talented, a sculptor, a writer, a painter, and also an advocate for illegal trafficking for those who wish, or for those Filipinos who wish to work in Russia.
You know, and I also learned from Natalie that you first came here in the Philippines because of the statue of our national hero, Rizal, Jose Rizal.
Yes, for 20 years I am a friend and great helper of the Russian great sculptor, Gregory Potocki, who installed the monument of Jose Rizal in Las Piñas University in 2011. It was my first visit actually in the Philippines, that 7 years ago.
And I must say that you fall in love with the Philippines and the culture of Filipinos.
I wanted to come back again. So for 3 years I traveled many times to the Philippines, and finally 4 years ago I decided to stay here. So.
Okay, you're also giving recognition, I understand, to certain personalities who also support and promote the growing friendship between Russia and Philippines. Tell us about that, Ms. Natalya.
I would like Congressman Bertiz will be next to my awardee at the next Russian ball.
Oh, congratulations!
Actually, he was supposed to be this year, but he missed it. He could not make it, so it will be the next year.
So you will be an awardee to that. Okay. Yeah. How do you choose those certain personalities who you think are very are contributing to the growing friendship of the two countries?
It's personalities who contribute to our friendship, the business between our countries, and collaborations. And definitely, Congressman Bertiz, as a patron of my exhibition at the Congress, That is why.
You know, Natalie, there's a growing the visitors also coming from Russia, you know, and
Many,
you live here
many,
for, I think,
yes.
more than 2
Many,
years or 4
many,
years
yeah.
already.
I know
How can
them.
you promote our tourism in Russia, you know, because, you know, this our program is being seen all over the world.
I do actually, because many, many Russians come to me, write to me on Facebook. They find me in the groups, whatever, and they want my advice on Philippines, where to better places to rest, to whatever, you know.
So you will recommend the country?
I do recommend.
On the other
I'm like-
hand, for those who have really no idea about the culture of Russia and what can they expect when they go there, can you tell us about the highlights about your country?
The highlights, definitely, it's a history, great history and great culture, which we, you know, we preserve and we hold. And of course, someone who visits Russia first time, I would recommend St. Petersburg. That's the greatest city to see ever, you know.
Okay, please do promote about your upcoming activities here in the Philippines, Miss Natalya.
Yeah, it will be next Russian Ball, next January, the first week of January. We set up the date now, and it will be also a few outstanding Filipinos will be awarded. Now.
Yeah, any more, would you like to say any message to your Russian friends and countrymen to visit our country?
Definitely. I would like them to visit our country, and not only for tourist reason, but for the business. Actually, lately, I was contacted by many Russian businessmen who have something to do with the Philippines, and I give them my help. I advise them, the lawyers, I advise them, you know, people I know, so I am like, I am in this.
Thank you very much for joining us today here in Juan Overseas, and thank you for loving the culture and the Filipinos here in the
Thank you. You're
Thank you, Miss
adorable,
Natalie.
adorable culture.
We had again Miss Natalya Bronzova, a Russian philologist.